Hello, Hambbage here, and I want to welcome you to a very special edition where we're going to show off a pair of mob spawners that we found in our hardcore Java vanilla Minecraft world and modified to use for farming XP and mob drops from both zombies and skeletons. So let's take a look real quick here at our world. It's a little dark in here, so I apologize for that. But we have tweaked down the volume just a bit. So as you can see, we've got a natural darkened, but this was the midst of an abandoned mine shaft in a hardcore vanilla Java world 1.17.2. And you can see here we've got two rooms in very close proximity. One glow squid helping to light up our skelly spawner here a little bit. And you can see those guys. Hey, see ya. Have a nice trip. So they are spawning from a skelly spawner. And again, these were just the typical cobble and mossy cobble rooms with chests around them. We left everything and preserved the rooms. And for folks familiar with mob spawners, we followed the basic procedure, with the only difference being that we kept the roof height uniform. So this one has the typical 4-block clearance above the mob spawner there. And if you're working to improve a mob spawner, just make sure you clear out all the blocks around in a 4-block radius around the spawner. So to each side and below and above. And as you can see, they don't actually spawn on the ground. They'll spawn in this space and drop. And we have zombies on this side. We left the ceiling height the same just to keep a uniform observation deck. But the zombies will spawn similarly just in the lower blocks and drop. And being able to look down a little bit on them gives us a chance to sort of see the water as they flow out there. So we put water buckets in each of the corners and extended them out. They come down to where we've cleared away some of the lower level blocks. And again, I apologize, it's a little dark, but that's the nature of spawning up the mobs. They all flow to a central point. If you put a secondary bucket of water in each corner, they will flow to the middle, push everything to that central block that's lined up, and straight down from us, the mobs are then being pushed through a water chamber along this block, and similarly, the skeletons go over and drop from here straight down, and they will continue to spawn. Each spawner will produce 1 to 4, I believe, mobs every 10 to 35, 40 seconds or so. So they will do that anytime you are within 16 blocks of the spawner. So if you can find a world where you have a pair of spawners this close together, we have this room, and anywhere that we're in this space, both spawners will be active and producing mobs. There you go. You see them dropping off and going. Now, unlike a dark room spawner, which a lot of folks build and are familiar with, here, if we get outside the 16-block radius or distance from the spawners, these go inactive. Oh, and here a glow squid is kind of jamming up the works, but he'll get out of the way and then they all fall. So down they go. See you guys. Have another good little visit. And they may back up a little bit, but that's okay. Now these will continue to keep spawning regardless. Their only limiting factors, as I said, is us being within 16 blocks of the spawner and the rooms themselves being dark. They don't want to have light. So that's why we've carpeted our area here, so we don't need to use torches and have it lit up out in the distance. And we just check the light levels coming back in to make sure that they stay nice and dark and don't spill in. So from there, we have a little building area, some furnaces and things here. Anything that you can do to maximize your time, because again, you do have to stay present here. Now, for those of you guys that may have your own worlds, are not recording those, you can go AFK. You can hang out there and camp out, and your mobs will continue to spawn and fall. And here is the bottom of our chamber that extends. So right up, straight up from here is our skeleton spawner, and skeletons and zombies will drop straight down here. And just like with a darkroom spawner, we can come in and fairly quickly kill everybody off. Now, I will take 2 spawners side by side anytime. Fortunately, we can't quite drop them enough to have them at necessarily one-shot kills, especially depending on what they have. But as you can see, in addition to some construction debris, we already have a good variety of loot piling up, including a bunch of glow sacks, or glow inks, glow sacks, and arrows and bones, which are both very good for us because we're in a new world. As you can see from my gear here, I don't have any enchantments yet on my armor. Just discovered this as we were out looking for our kind of first round of diamonds to get enchanting and everything set up. So very good bonus early in a world. If you're interested in seeing how we built this or more of our adventures here in our vanilla brewed coffee world, please feel free to check out my channel, Hambbage, that's Hambbage, on YouTube. Lots more videos where this one came from, and every minute of our worlds is included in the playlist. It's a true Let's Play, so you can see every bit of us creating these farms, all the mistakes along the way, and everything we learned. Please come on back and check us out. If you enjoyed this, drop a like or a comment to let me know, and we'll see you in the Let's Play. Have a good one. Bye now.